Hi everybody, welcome to Criminality. So today there was an interesting update that was posted on the Scott Peterson appeal page, and I thought that I'd share it with you. If you're not familiar with Scott Peterson, he was actually convicted of killing his 8-month pregnant wife Lacey and their unborn son Connor back in December of 2002, right before Christmas. The Scott Peterson appeal page is actually run by Scott Peterson's family, and primarily it's actually his sister-in-law who runs it. But today they posted that there is new evidence that confirms what they've always known, which is Scott is innocent. 2 witnesses have recently come forward that said they heard a man admit that he participated in the Medina burglary and that Lacey caught them. These witnesses have signed declarations and they are willing to testify. The family states that they are incredibly grateful for the courage of the new witnesses because other witnesses in the past have refused to come forward because they were too afraid. The family believes that the evidence has always indicated that Lacey was alive when Scott left the home the morning of December 24th, 2002. That Lacey had woke up, she put her pajamas in the hamper, she had gotten dressed, she used the computer, she curled her hair, and she was watching Martha Stewart. She mopped the floor, she leashed up their dog Mackenzie, and she walked the dog and she returned home. Scott's family and most of his longtime supporters have actually believed that Lacey witnessed or confronted the burglars that were burglarizing the Medina home, which was directly across the street from her home. There's no longer a suggestion, according to the family, that this new evidence is going to be admissible in court. These new witnesses provided specific details that they recently had heard from the man who admitted to participating in the burglary on December 24th, 2002. He admitted that Lacey caught them while they were removing a safe from the house and that she threatened to call the police. He said, quote unquote, couldn't afford to get caught, so they had to shut her up, unquote. He admitted they took Lacey and that the men he was with killed her. He admitted that they saw on television that Scott had gone fishing in the Bay Area, so they took her body there. He gave details that have never been public that can confirm that his story is true. So the family has been very firm on the fact that Scott is innocent the entire time that he has been in prison. And he has been filing appeal after appeal, so this would go towards hopefully showing that he was wrongfully convicted, according to his family. So they say, while we've always known that Scott was innocent, nothing could prepare us for the heartbreak and emotions we felt when there was finally a name and specific details attached to what happened to Lacey and Connor. We find ourselves devastated about what her last days must have been like. The family states that they now find themselves grieving all over again and mourning the loss of Lacey and Connor. But while our judicial system is based on the assumption of innocence until proven guilty, the burden was shifted in Scott's case, and now Scott has to prove that he is innocent. His family would argue that Scott was never granted his constitutional right to be presumed innocent. He was never proven to be guilty, and he was instead tried from the very beginning with the burden of proof being that he didn't do this. They think that the newly discovered evidence not only proves Scott's innocence, but it answers who is responsible for kidnapping Lacey and murdering her and her unborn child. The family's investigation is not over. They say there is still more to come, and they will continue to post evidence on their page, Scott Peterson Appeal. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave a comment letting me know what your thoughts are on whether Scott Peterson is guilty or innocent. Was there a setup? Did the system fail Scott Peterson and his family, including Lacey and Connor? Make sure to leave your remarks, but be kind to others and respect each other's opinions. Thank you.